Most of us grew up seeing paintings of Jesus with long, flowing hair, pale skin, and blue eyes. But is that really what Jesus looked like? The truth might surprise you. Jesus was born over 2,000 years ago in Bethlehem, a small town in the Middle East. That means he was not European, not pale-skinned, and certainly not the Hollywood version we often see in movies. In fact, he would have looked more like the Jewish people living in that region at the time. Archaeologists and historians believe men in first-century Judea were typically around 5 feet 5 inches tall. They had darker olive-toned skin, short black or dark brown hair, and brown eyes. They wore simple robes made from wool, with a mantle or cloak for colder weather, and sandals made of leather. The Bible doesn't describe Jesus' physical features in detail. That's because his message, not his appearance, was most important. But there are a few hints. In the book of Isaiah, a prophecy says, "He had no beauty or majesty to attract us to him. Nothing in his appearance that we should desire him." This suggests that Jesus didn't stand out because of looks or physical charm, but because of his words, his compassion, and his presence. So where does the image of the European-looking Jesus come from? During the Middle Ages and Renaissance, artists in Europe painted Jesus to resemble the people around them. They gave him light skin, long wavy hair, and features familiar to their culture. Over time, these images spread across the world and became the most recognized version, even though they weren't historically accurate. Modern science has tried to reconstruct what Jesus may have looked like. Forensic anthropologists studied the skulls of men from Judea during the time of Christ. Using computer models, they created a face with darker skin, shorter curly hair, a broad nose, and strong features. This version of Jesus looks far different from the paintings most of us know. Still, no matter how much science or art tries to recreate his face, Christians believe his true identity was never about appearance. It was about love, sacrifice, and forgiveness. Jesus himself once said, "Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God." If Jesus walked into our world today, chances are we wouldn't recognize him by looks. We would recognize him by his words, his actions, and the peace he carried. And maybe that's the lesson. His face may remain a mystery, but his message is clear. What do you think? Should we keep the traditional image of Jesus or embrace a more historically accurate one? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos exploring the mysteries of faith, history, and the life of Jesus Christ.